Thank you for joining me today. I value your time and I promise not to waste it. First things first, let me cover who this presentation is meant for and who it's not meant for. Remember, I have a promise to keep. SEO Uncovered is for the business owner or online marketer or beginning website designer who knows they need a website but are really unsure what this SEO thing is all about. In this primer, I want to answer the questions: what is SEO? Who cares about SEO? And what are the benefits and drawbacks of SEO? And by the time we're finished, you will have at least a beginning working knowledge of what SEO is and why it should matter for your website. First of all, what is SEO? Although there are things that are constantly changing in the online arena, such as the latest news from Google about their new hummingbird algorithm, one thing that has not changed is what SEO is at the core. Here's how I defined SEO, which is search engine optimization. SEO is the process of improving the visibility of a website or webpage in search engines via the unpaid, also called natural or organic, search results. So again, SEO is the process of improving the visibility of a website or web page in search engines via the unpaid or organic search results. Now, a lot of people don't know exactly what I mean when I say natural or organic search results. Let me show you a screenshot so you can see exactly what I mean here. Here is a search engine results page known as a SERP. In other words, this is what you see when you put in a search. And you can see by the arrows I've drawn up here that the paid or sponsored listings are at the top and right sidebar, and the organic listings are to the lower left. It's important that you understand the difference here. The sponsored results have been paid for by someone. These are paid advertisements that someone pays for when a link is clicked. In other words, they pay for the optimization of those results being at the top of the page, and anytime somebody clicks on that link, that's when they pay. The organic results, on the other hand, are the results that the search engine believes are the best match for the search term you typed in. Nobody can pay a search engine directly to be in these results. These organic results are what we're trying to impact with SEO. We're trying to get your site to rank highly for the specific keywords that you are targeting. And the good news is that with Google's recent implementation, organic results are actually becoming even more organic. Now, one of the other great things about SEO is that it's not all about interrupting your audience. As a rule, people prefer not to be interrupted. Crazy, right? Anyway, SEO is a permission-based type of marketing because it's about connecting with people who are already actively engaged in a search for your products and services. SEO is known to insiders as a form of inbound marketing, a strategy that focuses on getting found by prospects, as opposed to simply broadcasting a message that finds prospects. So getting found as compared to finding. It's generally believed that this type of traffic establishes a much more valuable relationship than paid advertising does, because people are so skeptical about advertisements nowadays. They feel like they're getting duped much of the time but organic results are believed to have more credibility. So with SEO, you're earning and building trust. Now, SEO, more than any other form of internet marketing, is shrouded in mystery and more than a few misconceptions. Among the more persistent myths are some of these. For example, SEO is free marketing. Here's the deal. SEO is quite cost effective, and once you have a well-placed website, you do receive a lot of quote-unquote unpaid traffic. But optimizing a website is not free. It requires time, expertise, and labor. And last time I checked, these things cost money. They're either costing your time spent learning and ramping up and doing the actual work, or they're costing someone else's time to do it for you. Second myth is pretty easy to disprove. Online marketing, including SEO, is one of the most measurable marketing methods available to small businesses. Period. And the data shows that SEO is a remarkably effective and efficient way to promote your business. Another myth is that SEO is modern day voodoo. As a matter of fact, SEO is probably the most quantitative left brain marketing methods around. SEO experts are much more comfortable reading spreadsheets than they are tea leaves. Alternatively, there's a misconception that SEO is like rocket science, and there's no hope for you to learn it and apply it to your business. I will admit, SEO can get pretty wonky at times, but some of the most effective things you can do to optimize for search engine visibility are also the most simple and straightforward. Believe it or not, some even say that SEO is either unethical or downright illegal. As far as I know, there are no laws on the books that address search engine optimization. And that said, the major search engines have their own internal police forces, that seek to maintain the integrity of their results and deliver great, accurate information for their users. Ethical SEO is not at odds with the search engines. Sure, there are unscrupulous actors out there who seek to manipulate the search engines through deception. This approach is known as black hat SEO. This presentation focuses on white hat SEO, honest tactics and strategies that are endorsed by the major search engines themselves. And then lastly, last myth is that SEO happens automatically, kind of like Field of Dreams. If we build it, they will come. SEO is essential for a website to be found. Oftentimes, I find that websites are built and people are wondering why they don't get any traffic to them, just thinking that once it's up on the internet, people are going to find it. It doesn't work that way. SEO must be actively performed and continually updated for optimal results, and unless you have the time to keep on top of the steady stream of changes, this optimization is most advantageous if performed by an SEO expert. The reality is that SEO is a legitimate marketing strategy. It's practiced by almost all of the world's most successful companies. They do it with Google, Microsoft, and Yahoo's blessing. Here's the kicker. This belies the word organic, as these companies spend thousands and thousands of dollars every month to optimize their many pages for these quote-unquote organic results. So In other words, it's not just happening organically, throw a seed on the ground and it grows. There's some work involved in the picture. So, who cares about SEO? Now, if you registered for this webinar, the chances are pretty good that you have some idea that SEO is important. But maybe there are some skeptics in the audience today who still need convincing. And the stats on this slide should help. As you can see, everyone and their mother is online. And the vast majority of people start each web browsing session with a search engine like Google, Bing, Yahoo, or Start Page. Haven't heard of that one? Start Page? Protect your online searches. Go to startpage.com. So the vast majority start on search engines like this. And when they search, it is the SEO on the websites that determines what results they see. So let's dive a little deeper into the who cares question. 77% of search engines choose organic, 77% of searchers using search engines choose organic over paid listings. And 67% choose organic search results when purchasing, which is why organic click-through rates generate 25% higher conversion than the paid or PPC ads. As you can see, organic results, the unpaid listings, are where it's at. If you can get your website to show up in the top of the organic results, you're essentially in a pole position as a business. More buyers will see your website and become customers. So you can see where I'm going with this. But just in case, the point I'm trying to hammer home is this. Search engines are very valuable to business, to your business. Just how valuable are they, you ask? Well, let's take a look. Consider the search term auto insurance, which is called a broad match keyword phrase. Let's pretend that you are an auto insurance broker trying to get ranked in Google so you can find some customers. Now, this is a very competitive term, but it's good to illustrate the value of organic ranking. A broad keyword phrase like this means that we have not narrowed down any details about the broad term, such as auto insurance Indiana or best cheap auto insurance. We will get more into keyword phrases in a later training, but for now you can bet these type of keyword phrases are very difficult, in other words, expensive, to rank for. So look at the number of searches and the cost per click, or CPC. This information is coming right out of Google's Keyword Planner. At the time of this snapshot, there were over 100,000 searches each month for this term. And Google places the approximate cost per each click at $63.31. Every time that keyword phrase is clicked on by a paid advertiser or by a searcher on that paid advertising, it costs that marketer $63.31, which means that you would most likely have to pay that much per click if you wanted to advertise for this term. Now that's a lot of money. As I said, this is a very competitive term with very cash-rich companies bidding up the cost. Now let's do some simple math, and you can see the value of the term auto insurance online. So we take the number of searches multiply it by the cost per click, and you get almost $7 million. That's the monthly value of this one keyword phrase. Is it any wonder the search engines have so much money? So here's a pie chart that shows the percentage of traffic based on a website's position or rank in the search results. As you can see, the top 3 results get virtually all of the action, about 2/3 of the traffic. What's really impressive is to see that position number 1 gets 42% of all traffic. That's almost 4 times more than the second position alone. It's really good to be number 1. So let's say you have the number 1 spot in the search results for the keyword phrase auto insurance. If you do the math, based on the search volume and the cost per click, remember these figures here? You'll be getting nearly $3 million worth of search engine traffic each month. And you aren't paying for any of those clicks. Remember, we're back on the SEO side now. If you're in that number 1 position, $3 million worth of search engine traffic each month without paying for those clicks. But you're definitely paying big bucks to stay in number 1 position by that SEO optimization, but nowhere near $3 million. I think you get the idea as to why SEO is so valuable and important for your business. So some of the other benefits of SEO. Not an exhaustive list, but good enough for now. First, SEO boosts your website traffic. It increases visibility among your target audience. SEO helps build relationships and influence. SEO increases conversions. In other words, turning those who are surfing the web into your subscribers and members, etc., your buyers. Which means SEO increases sales, helps you gain new customers. SEO provides measurable results. You can track your ROI through SEO. And with the SEO, you can compete against the big guys out there because they can't outbid you on that number 1 placement. Especially now with Google's latest changes, the page 1 game is not just about keywords anymore. And really it hasn't been for some time, but even less so now. It's not just about the keywords, but it's about the quality of your content and how those keywords fit in the context there. So some challenges or downsides of SEO. SEO is traditionally a little bit slower to get the results. It takes a little bit longer to build up to page 1, whereas with PPC, you can be on page 1 the very next day or the very same day sometimes. Whereas with SEO, it takes some time. But it's worth it. It's a little bit out of your control sometimes. Okay? Because there are others competing for that placement. And then also you have some search engines making changes, and there's a term out there called the Google slap, where you'll be on page 1 of Google and then suddenly they'll change their algorithm and suddenly your place is gone. They've knocked you off the board. SEO requires consistent effort over time. You have to keep at it and stay at it. It's not a one-time affair. It's an ongoing process that requires dedicated effort over time. It's a competitive, constantly changing environment where you can't afford to rest on your heels. And lastly, most importantly, there are no guarantees that each and every one of your efforts will pay off. Some SEO consultants claim that SEO is a sure thing, but I wouldn't trust anyone who said this, except maybe Larry Page, who is the co-founder of Google, in case you didn't know. And even then, I wouldn't trust him making that statement either. SEO has to be pursued and kept on top of. So, we've gone over a very good foundation here of SEO and what it is and the benefits of it. If you're wanting to build your SEO skills, got a training guide that you can get at myseotoolset.net, or you can also join the club, our member site, and you can get ongoing monthly updates and trainings on the latest for SEO, and weekly tips and tricks as well. So SEO Toolset Members Area is the latest training portal to help you build your SEO mastery. So come on, join the club today, join our community, and build your SEO toolset. Thanks much for joining us, and hope you have a great day.